Hi everybody. In this video, we're going to look at modeling with parametric equations. We'll work through two real-life examples, and if you want to work along with me, you can download this PDF from my website. I'll leave a link in the description below. In our first question, we're told that the diagram shows a profile of a hill modeled by these parametric equations. The x represents the horizontal distance of the hill, and y represents the height above sea level. For part A, we need to work out the maximum height of a hill. And this is the distance to the peak of a hill here. So we're looking at the maximum possible y value. And we're told that y equals 15 sine t. So we need to look at the range of sine t. If we sketch the graph, we know sine t is periodic, and it goes from positive 1 to negative 1. So the maximum is at this positive 1. And this is when t will equal pi over 2. So the maximum is that t equals pi over 2. But when you substitute this in, we get 15 times pi over 2, 15 times 1. So the maximum height is 15 meters. Okay? For part B, find the value of p and hence find the average gradient of a descent away from the highest point. So we're looking at the gradient of this line. To work this out, we need the coordinates at A and we need the coordinates at B. And then we can find the standard gradient of that line segment. We know that at A, t equals pi over 2. So we can work out the x value by substituting pi over 2 into this equation. So x will be pi over 2 squared plus 10 lots of pi over 2. So we'll have pi squared over 4 plus 5 pi, and this will give us 18.2 meters. Okay, I'll label this on a diagram. X is 18.2, and we know that y is 15. And we know at B that y equals 0. This is when we're at sea level. So we'll substitute 0 into here, and we'll work out that value of t. So 0 is 15 sine t. This is at this point, and this point. But we're not looking at the negative half, we're only looking at this positive half. We know when t is 0, we'll be at the start of a hill. So when t is pi, we'll be at this point B. So the values of t range from 0 to t and pi radians. So we can work out the value of x as pi squared plus 10 pi. And this works out as 41.3 meters. I'll label this on a diagram. So we can work out the average gradient. So change in y divided by the change in x. We can see this will be a negative. So we'll have 0 minus 15 over 41.3 minus 18.2. And this works out as negative 0.649. Let's try question 2. Do you want to read through this question yourself? And then try parts A, B, and C? You can pause the video, and when you come back, you can check you're working with mine. Okay, so welcome back if you had a go. You can see at this point that x is negative, and x is given as cos t. So if we sketch the cos graph, the point A will be here when t equals pi radians. And the cos of pi will give us negative 1. So the x value will be negative 1. And we know the y value is 0. At point B, you can see we have a maximum y value. And y is given as 1/4 sine 2t. If we sketch the sine graph, the maximum value of sine 2t will be at this point. This is when 2t must be pi over 2 radians. So t would be equal to pi over 4. So we can work out the x coordinates at this point. We'll substitute pi over 4 into the cos of t, and we get 1 over root 2. So our coordinate for b will have an x value of 1 over root 2 and a y value of positive 1/4. And we're told that at c, t is given by 2 pi over 3. So we'll substitute this into x. And the cos of 2 pi over 3 works out as negative 1/2. When we substitute it into y, we've got 1/4. When we double t value, we get 4 pi over 3. And this works out as negative root 3 over 8. So our coordinates for c, negative 1/2 and negative root 3 over 8. For part C, find the total time taken for the car to complete one lap of a track. For x, we're given cos of t, and this will repeat every 2 pi radians. Y is sine 2t, so this will repeat every pi radians. This means the car will complete a lap every 2 pi seconds. Well, thank you very much for watching. I hope you found that useful. If you want more practice on this topic, you can download the worksheet and view the online lesson from my website, mrmathematics.com. I'll leave a link in the description below.